Cause y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
You go with him now?
I agree with that. Believe it firmly that she's innocent.
Are you happy with today?
Well, I've been saying the same thing. I'm like, when it comes to that situation, like everything is exactly how it is. Everything is exactly how y'all.
Welcome back to Star Hush. And trust me, you're gonna want to sit tight for this one because
I can assure you that you should pay close attention to this one because Remy Ma is in a downward spiral after separating for convenience from Papoose, who had been her long-term support system. The street is dumping her like a bad habit for a younger lady, and Remy is out here attempting to get back to Papoose because she is losing the contract captain.
Same, really. I've been, like you said, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. So when we met, we were really young. We were both in our early 20s, and we both had children when we were teenagers. So I pretty much watched the 18-year-olds grow up since they were about 4. And his 21-year-old, which is now my 21-year-old, she was about 8 or 9 when I first met them. So for them to be 18 and in their 20s now, I feel like I've been there for pretty much a large part of their lives. And
In addition to moving on, Papoose just proposed to his new girlfriend, which added a twist to the story. If you read properly, Remy is now displaying signs of desperation and regret for everything. Let's go back to the first claims that Remy was seeing Easy the block captain, since Papoose loved that woman and subdued her for years when she was behind bars. Everyone at the time was watching her. His patience and devotion remained unwavering. Never faltered, that's the definition of real ride or die love. But it seems it wasn't enough for Remy since everything changed the moment she started dating Easy. Her relationship with Papoose suddenly disintegrated, and before we knew it, she and Easy were living on the streets as though Papoose hadn't even been there.
Stop, nigga. That means main man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night and I wake up, we both wake up, it's like we doing better.
To make things worse, Easy also went and tarnished Remy. In addition to leaving her hanging, he allegedly traded her for 2 women, not just a younger one. It seems that Remy is now lost, regretful, and unhappy. Ease has reportedly dated 2 women who are both involved in the battle rap scene, according to recent sources. Soon after, there were claims that Ease had been hiding out with his ex-boyfriend San and another artist from his trenches. The matter really got out of hand when Tasmanian Terrora, a battle rapper with connections to the trenches, tried to stir up controversy by posting startling screenshots of texts that Zam was purportedly sending. League C, the lyricist, tells you that the money is flowing
everywhere else because y'all is just mad that it happened. I kept it $1 with. I'm like, yo, hey, listen. If it was that easy for any of y'all would have did it. There's a bunch of who don't like me for no reason because I'm just. Excuse me. I got stuck on it.
And what these messages convey these passages are simply remarkable. As proof that the drama is real, one of the texts even predicted that Remy would become angry when she found out that San had slept with Easy the summer before. The situation is further compounded by the fact that she implied he was engaged with C. Bray. Imagine losing your husband, who has supported you for years, and then being treated this way. It's like instant retribution, and the streets are consuming it. Try not to make this up.
The one that makes him valid in Philly. He needs me. I made him valid, and now he with Remy. He trying to treat me like this, but she don't even know that I came to the hotel because this is just what he told me.
and let me tell you,
Furthermore, I can guarantee you that Taz was quite messy that day. Instead, she spilled the tea, but she emptied the entire pot. She went directly on Instagram as though she were getting paid for pointing out San. She didn't think twice and made that woman smile because she knew you. She was sleeping with her partner, which is strange, so when I told you about that post, everyone was watching online. However, when things got too heated, as you already know, both San and CB came online to control the situation. With haste, San went to Twitter. was her remark on Twitter, "I'm not dealing with Easy and haven't in years now," an honest statement or a feeble attempt to sidestep the issue? Considering that the appearance of these receipts doesn't provide innocent information. Typing as though her life depended on it, she put a stop to the rumors before they grew out of control.
This ain't cosplay. I'm a motherfucker. Delonte. I punch on shit. Javante. I'm crazier than Kanye. I'm wilder than Deontay.
Seabree wasn't a
If you were trying to discredit my name, at least provide the proof. I am here because I am excellent. My talent speaks for itself. I am not here because of no dude, to be clear. Southeast clapped back with confidence instead of being silent because she didn't want anyone to make fun of her name. She posted, let's say, to ensure that everyone understood her purpose. Despite C's extensive efforts prior to this scandal, some people were willing to trust the accusations. Apart from discussing her qualifications, she also reminded everyone that she was the first artist from Easy's Trench League to compete on Remy Ma's Chrome 23 platform. Since Remy co-signed her skills before this nonsense even showed up on the timeline, this is a huge accomplishment, according to Southeast. Rap situation by yourself. Despite her denial of the claims, the fact that her name was included in this confusion begs the issue of whether there is more to the story than she is disclosing. In such a complex story, there is always more to a situation than what is being spoken aloud. Let's be honest, was that a sincere response or just excellent PR? Merit isn't easily attributed to a made-up situation.
To the wind. Without them soft free rock bars from Easy, you got nothing. That's why you plugged in with Breezy. I got custody, but let's talk about it.
Let's face it, since fire always follows smoke, people continue to overlook this entire situation. Considering how easy it is to be engaged with Remy and have relationships with two women, something about this doesn't add up. If Remy had the dedication, the fame, and the stage, what was missing? That's the real question that everyone wants to know. In this way, he would simply abandon her. What exactly did these two other women bring to the table about what Remy was supposed to be lacking? Let's be casual. It's quite disgusting how it happened so publicly, and he fled rather than just left. When Remy made the decision to go public, the Remy and Easy controversy reached its climax.
Yeah, Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
So he came up every day? Every visit?
for the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day, so it alters on the weekends.
That's right.
There had been whispers, speculation, and speculations for months, but she kept quiet until she made the decision to come clean. You know, it went horribly wrong. Let's say that Easy suddenly turns his entire presentation into a full-fledged soap opera following an interesting rap battle event when tensions are high and the audience is enthusiastic. He stared straight ahead while he was on site. Do you not care for me? Then she asked, what did Remy do with your whole chest? Without hesitation or question, she said, yes, and I mean a yes with some soul in it. This was not just a casual response. It was a professed declaration of love in front of everyone. And suddenly, the rumors and murmurs ceased to be rumors. Since everything has happened and the story has become so terrible, it appears to be one of her greatest regrets because she made it public with ease and made his departure equally loud, even though the entire battle rap community could see it clearly.
Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See right there, that's your punch.
The warning signs were virtually screaming at Remy, yet she chose to ignore them all. Now, the worst part has made her learn the lesson the hard way. It turns out that Easy had employed a similar method on his previous hurricane on other occasions. So Remy wasn't even the first lady to do it during the emotional "Don't You Love Me" moment during the rap war. Hurricane Day was not going to overlook it, Dio, if you believe me. She jumped on X without hesitation, hit the timeline with the receipts, and informed everyone that Remy was just the next person in line and nothing remarkable. "Don't you love me?" she said, displaying a video of one of E's previous altercations. Hurricane did as Remy had done. Incredibly truthful, the same love-bombing techniques are used on other women as the audience is switched. Remy is learning too late that she was only ever used as a prop in E's battle rap antics and was never the main attraction, which is giving habitual manipulators.
bricks.
No, move back. He got 2K. It's ironic that I hit him with 2K. I said, baby, you love me? Yeah. I said 2 shakes, so if I'm sipping and she tell me, get him.
After posting the receipts on Easy, Hurricane do clarify that she wasn't saying anything to vent her resentment. She went on to say, I left Easy. I'm not scorned. I'm happier than I've ever been. Although she wasn't done yet, to refute any accusations that she was being careless. She went on to say that she is a far better rapper than people who doubted her sincerity, and that she simply shared that. It's not like folks didn't expect this, because, let's go back a little, the translated version of the original footage seemed too familiar. Her intention was not to expose him for retaliation, but rather to correct the record. Dottie revealed the entire story involving Remy and E during a rap fight months ago. He didn't only allude to it. Instead, he made it plain and informed everyone. He shamed them in front of the crowd, revealed their covert relationship, and made it clear to everyone that Remy was secretly watching Papoose. G was telling the truth because he witnessed the entire incident before it was made public, even though it was dismissed at the time as mere battle rap banter. His comments today make perfect sense.
This ain't no regular female, my nigga, that's his wife. Knocking you off compared to what he could have did to you, nigga, that was slight. And you ain't off the hook either. And you ain't off the hook either.
Remy accused people of being careless and claimed that when they began to question her behavior, they were interpreting it too broadly. On Christmas, she decided to play house with Easy, the block captain, rather than with Papoose, the man who kept her down during her 6-year captivity. It gave the impression that everyone was searching for drama, but guess what? With the receipts in hand, Papoose didn't hesitate to speak the truth. It was therefore simple to view a picture of Remy and Easy cuddling on Christmas 2023 after the screenshots were dropped.
This till he stops doing the business. If found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're rocking with Sam, Happen Real. It's us.
While Remy was out having fun with her new partner, acting as though she had never had a genuine one to control her, this Papoose was most likely at home hoping he could spend a real holiday moment with his wife. This was even more disrespectful than that. It wasn't just rumors anymore, so when Papoose eventually showed up there in person, it was obvious and public, and everyone began to piece things together.
You out here canceling Christmas, and then you tried to show us a 10-second video of you opening up some gifts. Then 10 seconds later, you went right to Easy House to open up.
According to reports, Pap didn't think twice about giving this man a clean knockout because EA's dared to shake his hand as if nothing were wrong, even though he knew that he was sneaking around with his wife and other women. Can we hold Pap responsible for how he handled it? Through it all, this man showed Remy love and dedication, and then he was exploited in the most terrible way.
And it was kind of like an aggressive motion and Pap would swing.
But wait, Ease was not going to accept that defeat lightly. Rather than accepting his loss and moving on, he threw himself into the drama and rejected everything. To make matters worse, he even threw a fight challenge at Papoose, saying things like, "Really, you got played, got caught, and now you want to square up." Speaking of being knocked out, let's discuss how. There is a minor problem with that tactic because Papoose has already moved on, and Claressa Shields is his new partner. Oh, she's not just any woman. This leads to Remy Ma's desperate actions. After learning that Papoose was not only ridiculing her, but also surreptitiously spending time with other women, she tried to change his mind and win him back. Claire Shields is the undisputed boxing champion, and Remy will be able to tell you in less than 30 seconds that she does not want that type of smoking. But rather than gracefully accepting her loss, Remy began acting.
Right now, I'm a rapper too, so if you have any plans on trying to get there so crazy to me, I'll fight back. New rule.
Nah, new code. That's all I said.
She feigned not to be angry, but everyone could see the shadow as she started to jab at Claressa. Claressa immediately issued a challenge to a genuine battle because she wasn't going to stand by and let Remy talk slick without any repercussions. I did hear you. I suppose Remy believed she was going to enter the ring and defeat a woman who looked like true P fighters. Things changed at that point. Let's face it, it's real today, but Remy wasn't finished being messy. During one of their public arguments, she went too far by disclosing Claressa's private number rather than resigning. Not content to just talk, Claressa gave Remy a hard clap in response, reaffirmed her offer of a fight, and essentially said, "Let's make it happen for real now." At this point, the scenario went from being clumsy to being just absurd. Would Remy actually fight a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and unbeaten world champion, or is she just behaving hastily because she knows this fight would never happen?
Ridiculous.
That ain't no regular female, my nigga, that's his wife. Knocking you out compared to what he could have did to you. Nigga, that was right. If you not off the hook either. If you gon' cheat, at least cheat with a nigga that can fight. You know this ain't right? You know this ain't right. Come on, y'all know this ain't right. No, this ain't right. Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 Chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one?
50 Cent was forced to enter the fight whenever there was drama, as you are well aware. This time he was threatening Claressa Shields. His typical shade-filled advice was posted on Instagram, telling her to do as she pleases and not to fight her because she would be the Blick champion. In the instance of Remy, she was found guilty of a shooting incident in 2007 and given a 6-year prison sentence. Let's face it, though, was telling the truth. Remy's past cannot be ignored, and it appears that she may be getting ready for something even bolder. The fact is that Claressa is interfering with Remy's desire for Papoose to come back. She's not getting support from the streets, and one guy even said that she's taking on more than she can handle. If past events are any indication, Remy is not the kind to take a loss well, but let's face it for a moment. The most murderous city, let's talk about Claressa for a second. She is more than simply a boxing champion in Flint, Michigan. They don't play there, as everyone familiar with the real red rum mitten Michigans knows. Although Remy can be tough, Claressa has received expert training in knockout techniques, and her team is prepared for anything.
What it takes for you to jump the ring.
Just want to know. What? Your actual telephone number?
So, at this point, you give me $1. That's all. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. That part there is what it's like. I'm a businesswoman. Don't delete my number. Right. Why would you do that? I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that deep. My smoke with her is posted my number. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude with. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. The disrespect of deleting my number. And that's it. And I'm a trained killer. Let's really, like, fuck boxer. I'm a trained killer. So it'll be like, they be talking about this girl, and it's like, I don't come on 30-second fights. 30 seconds? You don't wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes with any of them girls, it's gonna be bad.
As if things couldn't get any messier, it was found out that Remy and Claressa had known each other before anything started. Remember, this isn't an exam. According to the streets, Remy and Claressa had previously been romantically involved. Let's keep it civil, even though Pap was alleged to have cheated on Claressa during their time together. Even if such is the case, Remy's choice to leave so quickly is still incorrect, because it is obvious that she longs for the past and must have been extremely painful. The fact that Papoose didn't just continue on makes him ring it. Remy is out here since she realized how big of a mistake Claressa made when Pap proposed to her. While she was out here seeking comfort, Papoose was ensuring that he had a bright future with a woman who truly valued him.
Oh, she wear makeup and wigs, and oh, she's trying to be too cute. I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker. Okay. I don't know what the fuck you thought. Okay.
Rumors are circulating at the moment, and people are conversing on the streets. Perhaps Remy and Papoose are starting to work things out. Much criticism is being leveled at this issue, and the majority of people think that Remy is just pleading to be removed by intruding into Pap's direct chats. Don't miss a beat. You know it's true when Fat Joe had to intervene when he was high on meth. Everyone witnessed it. The absurdity of the issue was also openly discussed in Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast. More than just a business partner, Joe is a member of the family. Given that he is both their close friend and their daughter's godfather, he would be the one who would most likely want to see Remy and Papoose get back together. However, it's obvious that something's amiss when your own first-day pal throws up his hands, and even Joe had to acknowledge that he was unable to clean up this mess. But rather than just talking about the problem, Joe shared some behind-the-scenes details. On the evening before everything went public online, Remy was reportedly dining with 11 adult guys. Let us clarify that Papoose was not one of the 10 males in the exclusive restaurant before anyone makes assumptions. He took care to avoid spreading the rumor. Though I wasn't present at Brooklyn Chop House with them, Pap said, "Say salute to my brother Fat Joe," on Instagram stories as soon as reports began to spread. Don't assume that this means Remy and Pap are now on good terms. Remy is anxious and lonely while Pap is having a great time, and he's not the only one. While Papoose and Claressa are enjoying a romantic vacation in Hawaii, the mood is fantastic. Meanwhile, Remy is frantically trying to tidy up her mess. They appear genuinely content and carefree in their immaculate pictures and videos of their island vacation that went viral online. With the commotion wall behind them, Pap and Clarissa are enjoying life to the fullest while enjoying cocktails on the beach. Despite the hilarious contrast, Remy is under stress and is making every effort to hide and explain it. In a desperate attempt to stop being pushed any farther, she chose to rap in retaliation, the only way she knows how. But let's face it, the streets aren't slowing down. All battle rappers, according to Remy, had best line up because she had bars ready for everyone and would come for anyone who even mentioned her name during a fight. To be honest, though, this is doing a great deal of harm because in the end, nobody is paying attention to it. They don't see it for what it is and don't believe it. Sis can't avoid this one, and Remy is trying to divert attention from the fact that she suffered a significant loss among all the confusion, memes, and public humiliation this incident has caused. Forever a part of society is this L. But now that she's getting roasted by the entire internet and looks like a full garden weed dumped bitter, Remy honestly believed that things were better. Believe me, this one is making the streets very happy. The commenter who wrote, "I guess those day Gotti bars are still haunting her. Actually, aimed to kill her uncle in order to discredit her in this year's wrap-up. But where is the lie coming from?" A comprehensive piece on this catastrophe and the circumstances will be written by Uncle Murda, as everyone knows him. The fact that Remy threatened to exact revenge on battle rappers only makes him appear more desperate. If she had truly continued, she wouldn't have cared what people thought. Let's face it, when you make a mistake like Papoose and your rebound leaves you for a while. Given that Remy put everything on the line and ended up with neither Pap nor Easy, the tumultuous situation will only get worse. Are you of the opinion that Remy made one bad decision too many, or is she just bringing karma full circle by trying to make amends now? Would it be preferable for Pap to stay with Clarissa, or perhaps consider getting back together for the sake of their child? Do you think Remy's insecurity will also show very quickly? Ponder whether Remy's career can withstand this turmoil, or if she will fall victim to every battle rap battle that takes place every year. Kindly share your thoughts in the space provided below, and remember to use the like button. Click, subscribe, and return often for the most recent information on Remy Ma, My Stars, and Hushers. You never know what's going to occur next. At the next one, I'll see you.